Welcome, one and all, to another episode of my Rock free-to-play Rebirth edition, let's call it that, where I'm seeing just how well I can do as a free-to-play player in Rise of Kingdoms 2023. And I'll tell you what, we're doing very well insofar as we're still in the top alliance, but my god, we're finding ourselves more and more weaker, is the word I'm trying to find here. Here is everyone in the alliance. And here is me, right down the bloody bottom. 1, 2, 3. There's like 10 people weaker than me. But it's getting a bit hazy. I really want to keep myself in the alliance. We're going to be taking these shrines tonight, and I'm hoping I don't get kicked then. I've changed my strategy, as I mentioned in previous videos. It's all about staying in this alliance. Forget all the optimizing. I just want to stay here, get the gem rewards, get the speed up rewards. So I'm using all my speed ups and seeing how long I can cling on for dear life. So we're upgrading to City Hall level 16. These are our current speed ups, which says it all. These are our research speed ups. We've got quite a lot of training speed ups. I'm not using them yet. Instead, I'm trying to gain sneaky power, make myself look stronger by gaining power through my commanders, getting them all up to about level 10, getting a few 3,000 power points here and there. I'm about to fight some guardians. Nothing really exciting's happening. There's an alliance declared war on my alliance's academy, but of course our alliance being so incredibly strong compared to everyone else, it's I think it's still ongoing in the most inverted of commas because it will not last long. I've been frantically using all my AP. It's still the Lohar event. I've been grinding some forts, getting myself ready for the big castle grind. I'm just doing my best to stay relevant. One thing I'm good at in this game, I can't fight, I can't lead, I can't sing, I can't dance, but my god, can I do that quiz. I think I've won every single quiz so far, and it is a win. That's what it counts as to me. I have been killing it, but that won't keep me in the alliance when stronger people come, so I need to get power, power, power. But these are good rewards. Bloody Pyrrhus head instead of a universal gold sculpture is a bit of a kick in the teeth, but yeah, the speed ups are good. So we're waiting to do some guardians here. The sanctum's open in 24 hours later. I think they're open in about 8 hours. Let's have a look. My guys are ready to do guardians at this sanctum. Yeah, 8.5 hours. So what do we get? We get 500 gems. 50 speed ups, that's about 5 hours exactly, right? No, just over 4 hours. And the territorial teleport, of course, being a nice little bonus. So, guardian hunting, not the most exciting bit of the game, but perhaps one of the things that differentiates people who really play hard from people who perhaps have a life. Luckily, I don't have a life at all, so I can play hard. It's basically free experience. Let's look at what you've got. So you've got, if I want to upgrade Constance, I've got 71,000 worth of tomes. So 70,000 worth of tomes there. However, for each Guardian I take on, I'm getting 6.5k of experience for both Lohar and Partner, and less obviously for Markswoman. For the Guardians, you want to use your Peacekeeper commanders. And for your Peacekeeper commanders, I still see people not doing this, which doesn't make any sense to me. Ignore everything here. Look at this bottom left thing. Get this, Trophy Hunter 3, get this, Insight 3, get these two. Then you can definitely get that one with Lohar, because then he just doesn't die against PvE. Otherwise you'd probably just go down and support, but those are so important for the game, for grinding and getting better. Trophy Hunter gives you 15 resource packs when you get to level 3 for each barbarian you kill. This means you kill barbarians with greater effectiveness because you've used fewer AP to do it, and the rest of it just makes you a little bit stronger. So that's what I'm currently doing here, trying to max out all the little edges I can find so I can appear to be stronger than I really am. Tomorrow we've got Tempest Clash, right? Oh no, Tempest Clash is in just over a day. So we've got 2 more Alliance quizzes, which is going to give us 3, 6, 9, 17 hours of universal speed ups, which is great. The free-to-play account of this, it's fantastic. The gold chests haven't been coming too much today, but that's fine. The one thing I want is this thing, the treasure, because that gives you about 16 hours. So if we can ping that today, I can get down my City Hall 16, then get the blacksmith and start working up on that front. Once it goes a bit further, I know I'll be able to catch up, well, not fully with the pay people, because I'm perhaps got a little bit more experience. I've got a farm going now, despite what I was saying, which I'm usually quite active on, and be able to sort out the resources side of it quite well. I'm good at the min-maxing bit of the game. In terms of fog, not that anyone gives a crap, I certainly don't, but we're at 69%. Need to get 100% in about 3 weeks. I'm saving most of my resource, my research speed ups for when I unlock tier 3, which is still one more level of the academy away, so probably a couple of days before I start the research. Maybe one day, and then I'm going to have to get some gold to do so. So what I am doing, which I recommend anyone who's doing a free-to-play account does, is I'm trying to prioritise gathering as much as I can. I know I've got a farm, but you still will run out of resources. I'm going archers here, so getting the composite bowman as soon as possible makes sense. But apart from that, I'm going to just go wheel, jewellery, and then start putting everything to plough and sawmill until I can get engineering. 10 on engineering, or no, 3 on engineering to unlock mathematics is, no, I forget. But the best strategy is fully unlock mathematics, then fully unlock engineering, then unlock everything else. Push you behind in troops, which are behind in a few other things, but for the long game, it is certainly the best way to go. I said we were going to do some gold keys in each of these videos, and I don't have any. I opened one this morning, forgetting that from the daily quests, and got bugger all from it. And there's been nothing else to give me gold keys today. I'm a long way away from any gold key achievements. My actual achievements, wherever they are also a fair way away. 5 gold keys to the next one, but it's going to take a while to get there. Plant 5 braziers in your city. Oh, I've actually never looked at the decorative element of the game. I assume they cost money. Webs. It was fun. Did a square root of nothing for me. Bye bye road. Another important thing I'm doing at the moment is the Lyceum quiz every day. When you've got very limited speed ups, this is a great way of drawing everything out a little bit more. So I'm upgrading Mehmed and Frederick now, my only 2 legendaries. They're not going to form integral elements of my roster at all, but yeah, I'll get to level 10. Mehmed will late game if this account really does go to the late game, because he's great when it comes to Season of Conquest and he gets his museum buffs. Frederick is he's probably the worst gold commander. Maybe Charlemagne and what you call it, Barcher rival him, but they really like it. It's all down there. Aside from that, Lohar is my priority at the moment, along with Sun Tzu and Imhotep. When Kusunogu comes, I'll get him. Start getting up there, and Boudica will replace Markswoman as soon as viable, or Belisarius. Basically, a better peacekeeper than Markswoman will replace Markswoman as soon as possible, and I still plan on going Thutmose, Thutmose, Thutmose. So the early bit of the game has lost its still exciting, because new stuff's fun, but this bit of the game where you have to get the remaining 30% of fog, it's not particularly great. Our tribal village are all trash now, because we've max unlocked everything. Our caves are all pretty trash, because we have all the level 2 and 3 caves unlocked. I did upgrade with 2,000 gems to VIP 6. I probably should have done it sooner, because I forgot it gives you the building, an extra 5% to building, right? Yeah, and 5% to gathering. Our gatherers are the best thing about the account so far. I think in terms of power, we're probably about 200, 169th. But we're probably still top 50 for resource gathering, yeah. That's what it's all about here. Get all the resources in and spend them smartly. The farm is currently on a grand total of 92, no, it's about 110,000 now. I'm gradually getting along, nothing exciting there, but slowly buildy farming. And my alliance is pretty good at doing all the guardians at the right time, so I'm going to be grinding them today before the shrines tonight. Also worth mentioning, I could be getting more speed ups if I was spending my activity points, but they're just too valuable. Even now, when I'm trying to get my power up to 1 million as quickly as possible, it's still a huge waste. We have MG next week for barbarians. I might do a few there, but in reality, probably not. I'm just going to save them until Marauders, hopefully, which is about 2.5 months away, but it's such a good event that it's certainly worth keeping them there for. Anyway, let's go through the Guardians. Let's try and pay attention better, Greg. So the Guardian bit of the game, when the Guardians are unlocked, it's kind of, well, it's fun in a sense because you get runes, but it also means I always find myself in this, not a good thing to do, friends. I always find myself in this odd dynamic where I can't build or research without a research or building rune, which is the logical thing to do and the smart thing to do, but it does take the fun out somewhat because I'm like, oh, I'm trying to build. Wait, I'd better find a rune. And 3%, 5% of this, they do make a difference. Obviously, usually about an hour, 60-minute speed ups, nothing to be sniffed at. But yeah, I like the magic of just clicking around. Right, who's leading? Come on, lads. I guess we're going for this one first. So let's see as an example of how far we can get. Lohar is 100k away from his next level. I presume once I do these Guardians and the next ones, which I will not show you because I don't wish to bore everyone senseless, then we shall be almost at the next level. It looks like we're waiting for someone, so I'll just stop it there and be back in one click. Back. Let's make sure we get there in time. There we go. The best time to attack the Guardians if you're a very weak player like me is just at the last minute. I've currently got an AP rune, 3% AP or 5%. Yeah, which is, the AP recovers tragically slow when you're so low in VIP, as I am 6. The next goal for me is 10. That's going to be a long, long way away. Some of my 200 days account don't have level 10 yet. So, and they're free to play as well, albeit not in the top alliances, not doing all the activities, but they're still, level 10's a long way away, so every gold head needs to be considered, thought about, analysed, and then spent on Thutmose stupidly. But it's what I want to do. As I get some more percentage of fog. See, it's difficult to make content for some bits of the early game, let's be honest here. It's like, oh, exploring fog, killing Guardians. Not the most exciting bits of rock. Almost forgetting to kill the Guardians. So I assume most people watching this will be familiar with doing Guardians, how it's a beneficial thing. So the main reason it's so good, aside from all the excellent AP you get for it, because the excellent experience you might be getting from it, even though you do pick up some Sev wounds, not many. The best thing about it is that it doesn't cost any AP to attack the Guardians. So the AP, which is absolutely precious, please, please, please use your AP every day. And don't use your AP potions unless there's a big Marauder or KVK event, which benefits you for doing it. The AP is precious and it's free to attack Guardians. So there is no point in letting them go stagnant. And this alliance is good insofar as everyone attacks them together. We've had someone attacking them individually and they were quickly told, don't do that again. Which is great. It's one of the most annoying things is when you go to attack Guardians and they're all gone because someone's like, oh yeah, I fancy doing that. I've got a Guardian quest. Hopefully we're going to be able to take down the next set as well without going back to heal. Nothing really is going to persuade me to change runes here. I don't need any building or research. Well, I suppose I do need research. Let's see if a research just appeared. Nah. It's only a small research anyway, so I'm going to... I guess we're going... Well, I don't need anything else here now. I can't remember if you need... What multi-layer structure you need for jewelry. I'll look that up. I think I'll just do swordsman, which I will need at some point. Or I could do pathfinding to speed everyone up, because my god, they're slow. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay, so exactly what I said earlier about only doing the economic stuff, I already went against it. Do what I do, not what I say. Actually, just don't do anything I say. I'm a moron. Let's be honest about it. There we go. Thank you everyone else for carrying me in every sense. Okay, we must have attacked the level 2 shrine earlier, hence the larger experience. But still, we're going to pick up about 30k, 40k experience for free on 4 commanders. That's 160k. I was thinking about bringing my third one, but I do need to farm some gold because I'll be needing that very shortly. Especially as I'm going to also be getting the equipment for... Oh, shit. I'm so used to being the strongest player that I'm always leading Guardians, so it's my bad for that. Luckily someone else made the same mistake I did. 2 more to go. And then we'll say the next video will probably be, like I say, it's not a particularly exciting one, but it's important, isn't it? The account's going to grow, you see what's happening every day, you see what you have to do as a free-to-play player to catch up and keep up. Tomorrow we'll get the shrines. Hopefully I'll still be there then, because I could really use the 2,000 gems and 16 hours worth of speed ups, not to mention the 4 teleports, which will come in very handy. Haven't used any alliance credits yet. I don't know if I'm going to save them for passports, teleports, whatevs. I've only got 1 Ethelhead, but that's fine, she'll come eventually. There seem to be gold stars in the expedition shop every day, and I think it's a better long-term investment to just get the gold stars, especially if you're not buying any packages. 2 more Guardians left to go, and then we'll analyze how much XP, how much power we've grown, which is, again, it's fake power. It's commanders I'm not going to use, but when you're pushing this early on to stay in the top alliance, then people don't really delve into the minutiae. No, why would they? I mentioned in my last video about putting on a background music, and I did, and it just drowned out everything. It was terrible. My noise cancelling microphone's coming in about a week, which is a week longer than I thought it would take, but yeah. I've done it now. We've got it. It'll be here. There we go. Thank you, Foulé. And bam. Let's make our way over here for the final Guardians and say thank you very much for watching. Next video, we'll take on the entire kingdom and fight everyone to prove that there may be something exciting. I've missed a Guardian. No, I haven't. What's happening here? Oh, right. Another alliance doing stuff. Like I say, next video will be far more exciting. We'll take everyone on. There'll be excitement, drugs, sex, rock and roll. But for this one, very sedate video of how we've used all our speed ups, need to get to 1 million power as soon as possible. We're going to do everything we can to get there. So until the next time, say ciao very much for now.